Hey boys and girls, so this is John's head. This is the garbage head that had been welded on, and I remember how I said the valve job was not as good as I would like. So a friend of mine has some valve cutters, some carbide cutters. This is from Neway, and it's a pretty simple process. You put the pilot in there, put said cutter in there, and put a little lube on there, and you turn it with said wrench, and it cuts. Just a little bit of down pressure on it. A lot easier to use than the old valve grinders with the stones, as that takes a little bit of skill, not much, but a little bit of skill. Mainly you don't want the stone to bounce, because if it bounces it damages the seat. But what I can tell you about these is I think they're a better value, because these don't really wear out. They do wear, but the little blades are replaceable. But stones are like $25, $35 a piece, and you have to recut the angle on the stone every few times after you use them, because they will build iriginum. And the valve grinder itself is like $2,500 for a name brand one. There are some Chinese ones out there that are getting cheap. But for the same price, you can buy a set of Neway cutters. They're about $100 a cutter. So you can, and they have two angles on them for about 120 bucks. So anyways, figure I'd show a little bit of that. I'm going to probably take a little bit of video or pictures as I do it on this head, so you can see it in process. And it's a pretty neat idea if you have the money to do it. This one was bought out of Swap Meet. I don't know if that was what it was paid for, but a friend of mine bought this a few years ago, and I've used it on my 1915 heads, and now we're using it on John's heads, and I think I'm going to use it every chance I can get. So always awesome to have friends with cool tools. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit, and we'll get started on this.
Never used it, never heard of it, but it's German. Lost off max ice.
Oh, okay. I used something like that Zep had. It worked really nice.
Freezing action barrier opens rust area. Oh, it's made for us. Non-conductive to 33,000 volts. Here's the directions.
Oh, you're in trouble already. Use some
Spray
tricks.
it.
Just spray it, man. It's like nitrous. You don't care. You spray it.
Well, the thing is, I guess I should have screwed it back in there, huh?
That would probably be helpful.
Yeah, let me do that. Take two.
Alright. Let's see if the old light will shine in there. Now just got to lap it in. But it's got two new angles. We'll put a 45 and a 30 on it to kind of give it a little bit of a entry angle. Although that's always a 45 on the Volkswagen apparently. But now pull the pilot out, lap the valve in, and boom, it should be done. Okay, boys and girls, so we're going to do the lap the valve just a little bit. Since we got an angle on there, new angle. Put a little bit of valve grinding compound on there. Put the said valve in the head. I like to use a piece of fuel line and stick it on the end of the valve, as I found this to work better than the little suction cup ones for a Volkswagen head. off. Check the edge of the valve. Make sure the pattern is consistent, which it is. And we're going to check the seat. And that looks good. So, that's how we do it there, boys and girls. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a really quick rundown, basically what a valve job is.